Yo, then what, man? What?
Visualizing the realism of life in actuality. Fuck who's the baddest. The person's status depends on salary. And my mentality is money orientated. I'm destined to live the dream for all my people who never made it.
Alright. What's up, everybody? I'm Ed Scott. And for those of you watching this, you know the reason why I'm making this video. For those of you who don't know, it should be kind of obvious, but if it isn't already, I'm making this video because of somebody who has inspired me through the years, who's helped me become a better version of myself indirectly. I'm talking about, somebody who not just has an effect on me, but an effect on pretty much the entire world, millions of people, talking about Kobe Bryant. And he had passed away a couple months ago. And I'm not gonna lie to you, when I heard the news, I couldn't believe that shit. My brother, he was the first one to tell me. He hit me up, he said, Kobe Bryant just died. And I was like, nah, you're not funny. Stop playing these jokes, you gotta be bullshitting with me, right? He said he wasn't lying. Sent me an article, and it said that he died in a helicopter crash. And I was like, nah, there's still no way. I'm in disbelief. There's no way that happened. Next thing you know it, I'm refreshing on my stuff, and all I see throughout the pages, all throughout the internet, is that Kobe Bryant died in a helicopter crash. I looked at it and I still couldn't believe that. Still couldn't. You know what I mean? There's no way. I was just in so much disbelief. There's no way it could have happened. And then you see the footage. That shit hit me hard. Real fucking hard. Hearing that he passed away. He was only 41 years old. There's no way his time should have came so soon. You know what I mean? But, it did. It affects me a lot. It affects me every day, because I still believe that he's still here. You know what I mean? I don't think he's dead. I keep thinking that. There's no way that he passed this soon, but he did. He did. And his 13-year-old daughter was there with him. It's even worse, because, she was going to be the next big thing, you know what I mean? She was doing good in her time as well, playing ball for the team. It was just amazing to see that bond between the two of them. It's like, it's hard for me to live with the fact that the person who I've grown up watching, you know what I mean? He's like a superhero, you know what I mean? He was an inspiration all the time to continue to work hard and push through all that. Just to hear that he's gone, it kills me inside, bro. It kills me inside. But I can't imagine what it's like for, the rest of his family. The rest of his family devastated, I'd imagine. Kids just lost a father. Wife's just lost a husband. You know what I mean? He was amazing. You know what I mean? In every way possible. He was a great father, a great husband. One of the best, if not the best, basketball player in the game. And not only that, he continued to pursue his dreams even after basketball. He didn't have to go back to basketball to keep doing what he loved. He found something else. That's the best part about it, is that most of his life was basketball. And with him being able to move on from that point and do something else that he loves doing, storytelling, is, it's incredible to see. And that's why I'm motivated by him so much, is that, he had a passion for so long and he pursued it, and he did everything the best way he could. Freaking, I don't know how to describe it, but, it was something that he loved and he chased it. He did what he wanted to do in his life. Seeing him pass so early, it's a shock. he inspired a lot of people, including me, to be a better version of myself. And the best part is, it didn't have to be basketball. You know, he just inspires me to do better in everything that I do. You know, the career path that I've chosen now, I pursue it, and I work hard at it. I work to the best of my abilities, because what I'm doing right now, I love doing it. So, you know, I only think the best way for me to continue to keep it going is to just, you know, keep working hard. That way I can get to where I want to be who I want to be, you know. But that wouldn't be possible without somebody like Kobe Bryant, who has motivated me through the years to continue to push and become better. Because I'll be honest with you, growing up, I wasn't the most motivated person, you know what I mean? But, you know, when it came to, you know, sports, I always had a competitive fire like he did, you know what I mean? I wanted to be the best at something, you know? I always wanted to win, you know? As much as it sucks, you know, to lose, it's just an opportunity for me to learn and then get back out there and, you know, work on my flaws, you know what I mean? Instead of dwelling on the moment where you failed, because, you know, at the end of the day, you know, so what, you lost. You move on, you try harder, you know what I mean? You gotta find out where those weaknesses were. That's what Kobe Bryant did for me, is that he showed me that, you know, we all lose, you know what I mean? And in my opinion, it's a pointless world, you know what I mean, if all I ever did was win. Because then where's the trials? Where is the greatness out of winning all the time if all you're ever known for is winning? You know what I mean? Then you start getting used to it and you're just like, oh yeah, I'm winning all the time. It's really nothing, you know what I mean? It just feels like it's not a challenge. Whereas when you lose, you learn and then you become better every single time. Every single time that you lose is that it's an opportunity for you to improve and then get that win. You know, that's the reason why people should work harder, is that so that we can, you know, we can try, you know, trial and error. That's what it is. It's trial and error. Trial and error is what helps me become a better person, because I failed a good enough times to realize that as much as I hate losing, you know, there's going to be those times where I can't always win. But that's good. That's a good thing. It's a challenge. So even if you do lose, you'll find out why you lost. That way you can work on where you had flawed. That way you can strengthen up those points where you were weak, make yourself stronger. And nobody showed me that better than Kobe Bryant. He had such an amazing effect on my life. I wish I had found that motivation so much sooner, but, you know, I can't dwell on that fact. You know, what happened in the past happened in the past. You know, I just know that from here, I only wish to continue to improve, because that's what he would do. Even in his passing, yeah, I grieved, because freaking the guy was everything. You know what I mean? It was like, that's what I wanted to be. I wanted to work hard like he does, you know, because everybody looks at, the Mamba mentality, you know, what that means. And for him, he describes it as, you know, trying to be the best version of yourself. Every day you're trying to become better. It's never a stopping point. It's endless. It's endlessly. You're trying to become better every single day. There's no point of reaching where you're just like, okay, I've done everything that I could do here. You know what I mean? There's no need for me to keep on pushing. Well, that's where you're wrong. See, the mentality shows you that even when you've reached a peak, right, that doesn't matter. You can still continue to improve on something else. That's why he always, you know, everybody always said, even himself, he said that he was a student of the game. You know what I mean? A student of the game. He didn't say he was the master of the game. He's a student of the game. People called him the master of the game, that he mastered the game, but he never mastered the game himself. You know what I mean? Why? Because he continued to learn. He continued to grow. You know, there wasn't a limit. You know what I mean? There was never a limit for him. He continued to improve every single day. You know, every day was a new move or a new shot. You know, there wasn't no practicing the same old routine and then be done. Yeah, there was some of that so that he could continue to maintain his ability, but at the same time, he was teaching himself something new. That's why he was always a student. All right, that's why I'm forever a student, because every day I'm continuing to learn and grow. You know, that's what he showed me. It's just crazy. The light flashed before my eyes. I remember watching him play ball. You know what I mean? And it felt like it was yesterday. And then one of the performances I had remembered back when I was a kid growing up watching him was the 06. He was in the playoffs and he was playing against the Suns, right? You know, they was at that close game, right? He was at that close game. And I thought the Lakers were about to lose right there. You know what I mean? The Suns had the ball, and then freaking Smush Parker came and slapped it out. And then George got it to Kobe. Kobe came through. He laid that ball up to tie the game, go to overtime.
Tie game! 7/10 of a second remaining.
Overtime, they're on their final seconds. They're down by 1 point, and it's a jump ball. They only got a few seconds left on that clock. Luke Walton slaps that ball out of there. Kobe recovers it. He drives in for that right corner on the inside, and he drains that shot. It's amazing. You know what I mean? Because every time I think about that moment, it's crazy, because that's one of the moments that stand out to me the most. Or, you know, not even just that game, the 81-point game. That one was crazy, because I watched that one too on the television. And all I could remember from that game was that he just kept shooting and scoring constantly. And they was losing, but he didn't give up. He just kept shooting. He just kept scoring. Every bucket, it was crazy. It looked like he couldn't miss at all. That's how it looked. It just looked like he couldn't miss.
James made a name for himself a little bit in Milwaukee, then down in Houston. He's one of those guys that everybody in the league in rebounding, 8th in double-doubles. I mean, it's a double-double just about every night. Kobe is back in, and not a moment too soon.
The Lakers just have not hit any kind of stride.
Devin George guns it to Mim, little backdoor. Kobe scores on the slam.
Do what you do best.
Yeah, blue collar, face the basket guy out of Florida, second year, and knocks down the three with regularity. Kobe trying to answer back from two. The scoreboard says 60-49. We have it at 64 Lamar on the rebound.
And Lamar has to get going. All of the Lakers have to get going offensively.
Kobe has been going, and he keeps it. I wouldn't be surprised if it happened again here tonight, the way the Lakers are playing deep.
Well, I talked about the first 5 minutes where the Lakers are not winning that, and they've fallen behind even further.
Kobe baseline, got it again. Duquesne. Kobe Bryant. Lower Marion High School, of course, Pennsylvania. Just yo-yoing the dribble and stops at the top of the key. Well, Kobe's got his stroke. 2 points, another miss. Let's see if the Lakers can make it 2 in a row off of Kwame's rebound. Now to Bryant.
Well, they're giving him the ball to see if he can add to it.
Yes, he does. Got a dozen points. 59%. That's what Toronto's shooting right now.
That tells you what the Lakers are doing defensively.
Kobe again. 3-pointers, got 38 points. The turn of the calendar. Here's Bosch. Here's the shot, no good, and up the ladder goes Devin George. Now to Kobe. Still 6.5 to play in the third. He pulls up for a three. Yes!
It's the NBA.
Yep. Life in the league.
Here's
Kobe trying to move around Mo Pete, trying to put him up. Finally shoots. Counted in the foul. 4:53 remaining third quarter. I'm Bill McDonald in for Joel Myers. Here's Kobe again. Yes, sir.
Down to a 6-point margin here.
Kobe all the way. Reverse layup is good. Tonight. Knocked away by Kobe. Great hustle by Kobe. He's going to score. And dunk, Lakers lead.
And then they take that lead. They take that lead, but it didn't matter. He still kept going on them. Still kept going on them. He crushed them. He crushed it hard. So he was a ruthless competitor. That's who he was. A killer. Or an assassin, they called him. It's crazy.
Straight to the dribble, in the lane, laid up and in. Reach of MJ. Kobe with it now. Lakers lead 105-96. Another three. Minutes remaining, 67 points. A new career high and 4 away from Elgin Baylor's Laker record. For three again. Yes! 6. Everybody wants it to get into Kobe's hands. Kobe guarded by Mo Peterson. Kobe pump fake for 2. Kobe stopped the Laker record. Kobe Bryant, 28 for 46 from the field. This would be 18 for 20 from the line, and an 81 point to this crowd for number 8, Kobe Bryant.
Moments like that don't ever leave my mind, because it was so amazing in that moment when you're first watching it. And it's like, God, like, who else can do that? How many other players have ever been known to be that ruthless on a basketball court? You know what I mean? It's a very rare breed to find. I'm glad I got to experience that in my life. See, I'll go back to the Mamba mentality, right? So, you know how he explains it as you're trying to be the best version of yourself, all that. Constantly working hard, working harder than the competitors and your peers around you so that, they can't compete on your level. Instead, you're the best you can be, and then nobody can match up to that level, right? That's one of the meanings to it. Me, I like to look at not just that meaning, but what it meant to have the Mamba mentality before, just a way of explaining what it meant. And for me, the way I looked at how Kobe Bryant played the game, it didn't just mean being the best version of yourself. When I looked at it, for him, he was always out for a vengeance. He was bloodthirsty. Like, he wanted to strike fear into all of his opponents. That's what it looked like. He would go out on that court, and it would look like he'd be taking on the whole team on his own. But everybody was afraid. Everybody was afraid. That's why you barely see people trash talk to him. But when they do, that's how you know he's gonna make them pay all the time. That's his vengeance right there. You don't doubt his ability. You don't talk shit. You know what I mean? Because then what's gonna happen? He's gonna come after you, and he's coming for the throat. That's what he does. And that was the cool part about it, is that he could easily become the villain, and then everybody fears him.
You know what kind of a mad player he is. It seems like he's trying to take too much control now.
Kobe with 8 on the shot clock. By Artest, who straight to the way. Kobe stays with the play. He'll head to the line looking for the three-point chance. Shot clock down on Kobe, and he looked back. Loses it. Now, Artest gamble. Kobe a good look at 3. Got it! Burns Artest and matches. Screen and roll. Kobe on the fall away. Got it! Does it again. Lakers by a half dozen. 92-86. Timeout, Houston.
This is not a high school kid going to Kobe, oh my God, no. This is me going to talk to you one-on-one. Are you crazy? Huh? You have the guard. No, you have the guard. You're not going to lock me up. You're not going to lock me up. It's over.
Against Bryant, who takes on the challenge. See if Kyrie does as well. Crowd anticipating a little one-on-one action. Behind the back, couldn't shake him. Bryant still an all-world defender, and he blocked it. Kobe Bryant says, bring it at me.
Kobe Bryant is one of the best defensive players in the league also. So don't get baited into something like this, because if a young man can play.
Easy money. Easy money. Easy money.
Freaking, you'll be booing in the stands. You'll be booing in the stands talking about, oh yeah, Kobe sucked. Kobe sucked. that's when he's, you know, he enjoys that. He eats that up, and then he uses that as leverage right there because he knows he's getting to you. He knows he's getting to you, and that's when he strikes.
I always had some of my best performances on the road. You know, when fans boo, I absolutely love it. I thrive on it. They don't understand who I am. Not only am I comfortable being an outsider, that has become a source of motivation for me. So when I go to these places and you boo, it actually comforts me. Yeah.
Especially out them buzzer beaters, you know what I mean? The other team, they're devastated by that buzzer beater shot. He makes that shit because, you know, they work, you know, it was a constant battle. They trying to stay up, and you know they're up for a minute, but then he gets that ball, and then he takes that moment away from everybody. That was the best part about it, is that that's just who he was. You know what I mean? Just when you thought you was winning, nah. Just when you thought you was winning, it's over. It's over for you. That's what he showed me. It didn't just mean being a better version of yourself, but being ruthless in pursuing what you want. You know what I mean? Whether it's the win or, you know, whether it's a dream. It doesn't matter what it is. You know, your ability to pursue it. You know what I mean? You got to be ruthless. That's what it meant to have a Mamba mentality. That's what it meant to me, is that be ruthless in coming after it. Put your heart and soul into it. You know what I mean? Just no matter what, you got to keep pushing, got to go for it. Because if this is something you want, don't you want it so bad that you would do anything to get it? You know what I mean? That's just how I see it. You know what I mean? You want something so bad, go out there and get it. Simple as that. That's what it meant. That's what it meant to have a Mamba mentality. But the best part about it is that, you know, this is your mentality. But whatever it is you're doing, it's all about being you. You know what I mean? It's not about being anybody else. You know what I mean? It's about being you. That's the best part about it. Because like he always said, you just be you.
Be you. Be you. There's no gimmick. You don't have to contrive anything. Who are you? Where are you today? What is your story? Where does that come from?
So you don't have to be like anybody. You could be yourself, but at the same time, you can have that mentality to pursue everything that you want. That's what that means. That's why when he passed, as much as it hurt, you know what I mean, we just lost a great inspiration in the world, but we cannot let that stop ourselves from being better every day. You know what I mean? Even though he's gone so soon, you know what I mean, he was taken from us, man. That's how it felt. It felt like he was taken from us. That's how it felt for me, that he was taken. But that doesn't matter, you know what I mean? I can't continue to dwell on the fact that, you know, he died, you know what I mean? It's not just something I want to remember. Instead of remembering all the time about how he died, I want to remember him for how he lived instead. You know what I mean? What he meant to the world. You know what I mean? What he did was he inspired people, and those people who were inspired, they continue to try and put that inspiration into others. So that's why when he passed on, it was something that I've been working on for the past few months, but now it's just become a mission. You know what I mean? It's become a mission for me to carry on doing what he did, inspiring the world. And hopefully I can do that for the people around me, because every day that's all I try to do, is I try to inspire the people around me so that they can become the better versions of themselves. The same way I'm trying to become a better version of myself. Even though he passed, this is what he would have wanted. You know, even if he's long gone, we got to remember that his mission, you know, it doesn't stop there. We got to pick it up from where he left it. So that's what my goal is. That's what my goal is. Continue to become better and at the same time influence others to do the same. And hopefully we can keep passing that on for generations to come. You know, if somebody has an effect on you like that, you know, you appreciate it so much. I appreciated it a lot because I would not be at that level if it wasn't for somebody like him. I don't know where I would be without somebody like Kobe Bryant that showed me how to be better. Because I'll tell you a little story. You know what I mean? He talked about in this one interview. They were asking him, you know, about his, you know, when he played basketball as a kid, right? As a kid, he said he went to summer camp that whole summer, right? He was playing ball, and he said he couldn't score anything. He didn't score a single.
And I scored not a free throw, not a lucky shot, not a breakaway layup, 0 points. And I remember crying about it and being upset about it. And my father just gave me a hug and said, listen, whether you score 0 or score 60, I'm going to love you no matter what.
Wow.
Now that is the most important thing that you can say to a child. Because from there, I was like, okay, that gives me all the confidence in the world to fail. I have the security there. But to hell with that, I'm scoring 60.
You continue to work hard and become better every day. That's where it started right there. You know what I mean? You know, think about how it would have been if he wasn't told that at his age. Would he still be the same Kobe Bryant we know? Or would he be somebody else entirely? Would he even be a basketball player? We don't know. But because of those words, that's what gave him the encouragement that even though, you know, he failed, he's still going to continue to thrive on. He's still going to continue to practice and work hard. So that's what it did for him. We all fail at one point, but it's, you know, if somebody's there to pick us up and tell us that it doesn't matter if you fail, you got to keep going because, you know, whether it happens or not, we're still here to support you every step of the way. Kids need that. Kids need that in their life. They need somebody to have that kind of support, you know what I mean, in their life. Because if they don't, where are they going to be able to find the confidence? And I'll tell you that, I'll tell you right now, as a kid, I didn't have that confidence. I had no confidence as a child growing up. But looking back at it now, I'm starting to put all these pieces together, right? I'm starting to put everything together in my head growing up. I didn't realize how, you know, how alone I really felt as a kid. You know, some people, you know, they hurt you. They hurt you. Not everybody grows up with a life where you're not hurt. Yes, you're going to have people that are going to hurt you, but sometimes I always felt alone. And the only reason I felt alone was because nobody gave me those words of encouragement as a kid. Nobody ever told me it's okay to fail. I was only told about what happens when you do fail. So growing up, every time I failed, you know, it was hard. And then I felt like, you know, maybe I should do something else, right? Yeah, I like doing this, but maybe I'm not good enough for it. So maybe I should pick something else. Looking back at it now and hearing all these words, you know, that Kobe Bryant passes on to the next generation, I'm just hearing about these words, you know, a couple years ago. And I wish I had known about all this a long time ago, because maybe I'd be a better person from here. Maybe I'd probably be a lot more successful. You never know. But the point is, you know, I'm learning this now, but I can't let that affect, you know, my mentality, because, you know, I look back at it, you know what I mean? And yes, I have my regrets, but I can't, you know, I can't dwell on it, because if I dwell on it too long, then I'm not going to be focused. I'm not going to be able to be who I want to be. So instead, I'm focusing on the now, so that later on, maybe I can become just as successful as I want to be. You know what I mean? Hell, if not more. because that's what it's about. It's about wanting more success. You know, that's what I got to pursue. That's who I got to be in this life. That's what I want. I want to win. You know what I mean? And even if I got to lose a couple times, it doesn't matter, because I'm going to lose, I'm going to learn, I'm going to grow, and then I'll come back, and then I'll win. That's what that means. And that's what I want. Simple as that. I just wish I'd heard those words sooner, but knowing them now, it's something that I'm going to continue to pass on to people. Pass it on to my peers, pass it on to, you know, children, the next generation. I'm just keep passing that shit along, because it feels important to be able to do that for somebody else, even though not enough people in your life beforehand didn't do it for you. Sorry, I know I'm going on for a little on this, but you know, it's just something I've been meaning to get off my chest and be able to pass on to y'all, so that you can understand why I work so hard. People that know me now, and those people could be watching this right now, like, y'all understand that, you know, when y'all see me, or you know, or I'm talking to y'all, I'm over here trying to support you. I try to encourage you in a means of different ways, because everybody needs encouragement in different ways. So that's my focus, is to help encourage those people so that they can be better. You know what I mean? That's just, like I said, that's my focus. My focus is to keep that train going, keep it on. As I said earlier, it's a mission now. There's no doubt about it. If I can, you know, a few years down the line, and I've been able to get people to become better, to push harder, it means that I've succeeded in life. That's true success to me, is that, you know, it's not just about my personal achievements. It's about helping people achieve their own thing, get their own success out of life. That's how I know that I've truly succeeded, is by knowing that I've been able to do that for somebody else. It started off, you know, it started with Kobe Bryant in my life, and then he passed that on to me. He passed it on to millions of others, and I've made it my mission. Hopefully those people have made it their mission as well, to continue to inspire the next generation. That's what we try to do. That's what Kobe Bryant means to me. Simple as that. You know, I'm glad I got to talk about this. Hopefully y'all enjoy this video, and hopefully y'all get an understanding of where I'm coming from and what I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? So I hope y'all like the video. You know, let people know, tell your friends about it, I guess. I mean, you know, they don't even have to watch the video, but let them know that, you know, as it's my job to do this for you, hopefully y'all can make it a job for yourselves to do it for someone else. Do it for the people around you. Alright? That's all I gotta say about it, man. Thank you guys for watching. I'll check you guys out later.
Black Mamba doesn't end. Heroes come and go.
But legends are forever.